oils. Oils are really good. You know, and you can add a little glycerine to your oil. You know, glycerine is a great moisturizer as well. It's in a lot of moisturizers on the market, on the natural market, but I'm a big believer in oils. I love oils as a sealant. Hi everyone, hi my YouTube people. Welcome to the newest episode, the newest video on my lifestyle vlogging and cooking channel, Lamarr Does Life. Thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, if you're new to me, I am Lamarr Townsend. I'm actually a psychic and energy channeler, a tarot reader and astrologer, but I'm also into a lot of different things as well. So if you'd be interested in those types of things, check out my main channel on YouTube called Lamarr Townsend Tarot. The link should be in the description box below, and I'll try to remember to put them in the comment section below. Actually, I need to do that on the past 3 videos I think I've done so far. So on this channel we do a lot of different things. We talk about skincare, we talk about food and eating, healthy eating, spirituality, you know, spirit in general, you know, and tapping into your spirituality, your spirit. We talk about, you know, cooking, vlogging, and different types of things. So there's so much more to come, so thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And of course, thank you so much to my 88 subscribers. You know, it's interesting starting a new YouTube channel because it reminds me of the old days of when I first started my main YouTube channel back in college. Maybe I think I was, what, like technically I might have been a sophomore or freshman in college. But when I started doing YouTube seriously, in terms of taking it seriously as not just a hobby but a career and a job, I was a senior in college, and I graduated college back in 2016. And it's crazy because it seems like as time goes on, it's like, oh my gosh, that was so long ago. So I think that is so crazy, you know, that I've been on YouTube for that long, but it reminds me of those days when I was first starting YouTube and it was exciting, you know, checking your subscriber count the next day because it would always go up. You know, YouTube subscribers, at least for me, tend to go up every single day. But now on my main channel I have, I think, almost 60,000 subscribers, so it's like not as fun or exciting. I mean, it's fun and exciting, but it's not, it doesn't have that same like kick or oomph, you know, as when you first start a channel and you first start getting subscribers. So anyways, I feel like, you know, my old self, you know, when I first started my YouTube. So thank you all for subscribing to this channel. And let's get into it. The long-awaited skincare video. This is the basics of how I remain looking young. Actually, I need some lotion on my hands. Hold on. Oh gosh. And I just moisturized my hands with an oil that I made. I actually keep this on my Cleopatra altar. If you don't know about that, I am very connected to Cleopatra, the Egyptian queen. And if you want to know about that, definitely check out my YouTube channel. But this is an oil that I make. And oils are good. Here I am already getting into the video, but I needed this to moisturize my hands. I do have another moisturizer here too, but this is probably my go-to one. This is a mixture of olive oil. Once again, I made this myself. It's a mixture of olive oil, safflower oil. Olive oil is good, obviously, for moisturizing and coating the skin and really getting deep in those layers. Safflower oil is the same. Safflower oil has a lot of, I think, is it oleic acid or lino something acid? Anyways, safflower oil is also good for penetrating the skin as well. There's also some other essential oils in here like rosemary and lavendar, which also have beneficial properties for keeping the skin clean. So, and then there's some glycerine in here. So this is a really moisturizing oil. Now, are oils themselves moisturizing? Not necessarily. The best way to actually use oils is to get your hair wet, get your body wet first. The best time to actually use oils is after the shower, for example, because you're wet, or a bath, you're wet, and you want to use those oils or that glycerine to lock in that moisture that is still kind of supple and on your skin. So sometimes what I'll do, obviously I can't do this because I'm filming a video, sometimes when I need to, especially after I'm done cleaning in the kitchen or something like that, or the bathroom, obviously you wash your hands, right? I would hope you're washing your hands. And you know, usually after I wash my hands, sometimes, most of the time when I wash my hands, I actually, you know, kind of get the water off, because I feel like the germs are still a little bit in the water. But once my hands are dry, I'll like kind of get my hands wet again, and then I'll put it on the oil. So that's kind of how you use oil, and that is one of the moisturizers I use is oil. Now the thing I love about oil, and most of the moisturizers I use here, is that you can use them on your face, your body, every part of your body. I also do, this may be a little bit too personal. Is this personal? Whatever. I also do moisturize in between my thighs, my inner thighs. I don't know if my men are out there, or if the men are subscribed to my YouTube channel. You got to be careful with this, women too. Sometimes, because I suffer from eczema, I have to make sure I do keep my private parts moisturized as well. Now you've got to be careful because your private parts are very sensitive. So what I do is, once again, I have glycerine, so I tend to moisturize my private part, just the head, the tip, just the tip. I tend to moisturize that with, because honestly, as we get older, like, we want to make sure that our, I don't know, especially if we're out there having sex and, you know, just being sexy. Like, I'm not out there having sex, by the way. You know, I'm not one of those people that I like sex, but I'm not one of those people that likes it that much, you know. But I do want my private parts and my body to look good, and that includes my private penile area, right? You know, like, let's keep this PG, right? And I know women are the same, you know, they have the vaginal rejuvenation and stuff like that. You don't need that, alright? Like, I have been able to maintain this youthful looking face, this youthful looking body, although we're working on losing weight. That video is coming soon, talking about vegetarianism. I am going mostly vegetarian, but eventually fully vegetarian, alright? That's a separate video. But that also plays into your skincare. Actually, speaking of vegetarianism, or kind of in the same lane, one of the best things you can do for your skin that I do is taking vitamins, because what you put in your body is just as important as what you put on your skin. So I'm a big believer in vitamins, multivitamins, daily multivitamins. I also take biotin every day. So I also recommend those as well, alright, because those will keep your skin healthy, strong, because skin is not just like an aesthetic, it's like a part of keeping ourselves healthy. So when your skin is healthy, you know, you can maintain your own healthiness and things of that nature, alright? So these are all things I've learned over the years, you guys. Like, you know, I've always had bad eczema, so skincare has always been a big thing for me ever since I was young. So I've always been into skincare. Another thing that you can do that really helps with skincare, that I'm going to start having to do soon, because it's almost summertime here in Virginia, or it's spring going into summer, sunscreen. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, European, Mexican, Latino, whatever, you know, Russian, whatever. Like, we all need to wear sunscreen, no matter how dark or light you are. Now, of course, us as black people, I am black, you know, so we have natural melanin, you know, so it's not a big thing in black culture to wear sunscreen, but for me, I've always been someone that wears sunscreen, especially when I had a job as a, and this is on my main YouTube channel, go back in the archives, alright, on my main YouTube channel, I used to work as a pizza delivery driver. Actually a pretty good job. You would think it's like, oh gosh, a pizza delivery driver, but it actually was a pretty fun job, I'm not gonna lie. You get to listen to music, you get to deliver pizzas, you get to smoke a little marijuana, alright, you know, when people aren't looking, or, you know, it was a fun time in my life, alright? But one thing I was really diligent about was wearing sunscreen, because I was a pizza delivery driver. And of course, it was during my college years, so I would be delivering pizzas mostly during the summer. And summer gets really hot here in Virginia. And I don't need my arms getting all dark and crusty. You know, not that there's anything wrong with dark, you know, dark arms or darkness, but, you know, it's, for me, and maybe for you, it's not natural. Tanning is not natural. This is my natural skin tone. And I prefer to maintain my natural skin tone. I don't like tanning. That's probably because I'm already tan, alright? But I'm not a big fan of that, alright? I think, you know, protecting your skin from the sun is really, really important. So yes, How else have I been able to maintain my youthfulness at the age of 30? I am 30. I just turned 30 a couple months ago, and I don't know what it is. After me turning 30, I've become a lot more serious about my health, a lot more serious about my skin, and a lot more serious about aging. Not that I'm afraid of aging, but I'm like, okay, I'm 30 and I've been taking pretty good care of myself up until now. But now we're 30, body, alright? We've got to maybe take it a bit into overdrive or take it a bit more seriously. So here I am helping you guys to hopefully get a bit more serious about your skincare and healthcare and stuff like that. And you can start at any age. It doesn't matter if you're 60, it doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, whatever. Like, start now. So when it comes to my skincare routine, you guys, and let me make sure the camera's still recording. I'm sorry. Okay, the camera's still recording. Good. You just never know. When it comes to my skincare routine, I prefer an all-natural skincare routine. I prefer a really simple skincare routine. My skincare routine really centers around moisturization because I suffer from eczema. I am not, me personally, I've never really been someone that suffered from pimples or acne. But I remember when I was younger, I would have like blackheads every now and then. I would get those, like, you know how you get really hot and then, like, you know, in certain areas of your body you would get those raised bumps. I would get that. Eczema, you know, like when the seasons change, my eczema flares up. So I'm always looking for a skin routine that is going to keep my skin clean, but in a natural and gentle way. But is also most importantly going to keep my skin moisturized. As the years have gone on, my skincare has kind of changed a lot, but a lot of things have remained the same. So what are the basics? And remember, like, I don't know, it's interesting with men. I do watch a few people on YouTube, and I do see a few people, men who have kind of intricate skincare routines. I really like to keep it simple, you guys. I don't know, I'm just a simplified person. I don't need all that extraness. I'm not into toners. I do use exfoliators, but not often, alright? Like, I may exfoliate maybe like once or twice a month, to be honest. And for that, I don't even have like my exfoliator over here because I just don't use it that often. But I just grab a cheap exfoliator, like an apricot scrub, like a scrub, you know, one of those scrubs in the tubes. I just buy one of those and, you know, like just, you know, kind of, you know, do my face, exfoliate my face. I do believe in exfoliation, but not often. I made the mistake of over-exfoliating my face in college, and it took a long time to recover from that. So I don't go hard on the exfoliation anymore, alright? The basics of my skincare is a gentle washing routine and a moisturizing routine, and also a sun protection routine, alright? Now, I have to be honest, maybe it's because I'm black, I'm not sure. I don't wear sunscreen all year round. I tend to wear sunscreen the most during summer, when the sun is really out and really hot. Now, for you, you know, if you are of a different race, or if you are just more particular about, you know, protecting your skin from the sun, I get it. I would wear it more often, to be honest, because the sun is, like, can be one of the main factors of skin degradation. You know, degradation of the elasticity of the skin. So, you know, and when it comes to that, I'm just, you know, I'm kind of cheap, like, not too cheap, but any SPF, at least 30 or 50, you know, I'm fine with that. I don't need the 100 SPF, I don't need the 70 SPF. I also tend to like SPF lotions because they don't leave a white film on my skin. So that's my thing. But when it comes to the cleansing routine, you guys, I have one soap product that I use and I've been using for years, and I've tried different things, but I always come back to this one thing, and I actually sell this on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. And then I have a specific washcloth that I use that I make myself that I also sell on my website. Alright? Let me make sure it's recording again. Oh my god, this is so, like, unprofessional, but I have a very old 10-year-old camera that, like, just randomly turns off sometimes. Okay, so the type of soap I use, African black soap. African black soap is an all-natural soap that typically has just a few ingredients, mostly palm kernel, palm oil or palm, palm something, plantain leaves. Sometimes there'll be like lemon or added fragrances. This, for example, has the ingredients are on the back. This is Doo Doo Osun Black Soap. I sell this on my website. It says it has palm kernel oil, cocoa pod ash, palm bunch ash, shea butter, water, pure honey, lime juice, Osun camwood, aloe vera, lemon juice, and fragrance is the last ingredient on the list, which means fragrance is probably a little bit of that. This is such a good soap for those who have eczema, those who suffer from psoriasis or dry skin. It's a very moisturizing soap. I actually use this as a shampoo. This is the only shampoo I use on my hair. I kid you not. This works well as a shampoo and a body soap all over. Your face, your body, your private parts, like this is a really, really good soap. It's the only soap I use. And to be honest, black soap, natural, like authentic black soap, is the only soap I trust. Now, what do I pair this with to also ensure that I get an extra gentle cleaning moment? Now, this is wet because I've used this recently. I use a satin washcloth. Satin washcloths are really hard to find. They're not really a thing. But I realized that after years of using cotton washcloths, I think it's the cotton that actually like zaps moisture from my skin. And I think there's something about cotton washcloths that aren't always hypoallergenic, which also plays a part into sensitive skin, acne, and stuff like that. So I use satin washcloths. Now, these are hard to find. I'm sure you could find them online, but this isn't necessarily something you could find in the store. You might have to go to a specialized store for this. I make these myself. These have great lather. They're very sensitive. They glide on your skin. They're great for sensitive skin. I have actually one for my face and one for my body. So this is for my face actually. I strictly use this one on my face, and then I have another one that's a different color, I think purple, for my body. Really, really good. You can throw them in the washing machine, throw them in the dryer, and they stay in perfect condition. So I recommend getting one of these off my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, if you're serious about your skincare. And it also just makes me feel very luxurious. Like, I feel like this is something Cleopatra or like the ancient pharaohs or kings or queens would have used, like a satin washcloth. Anyways, so this is my simple skincare cleaning routine in terms of my whole entire body, including my face, including my neck, right? Including all those important areas, including my hands, all those important areas that tell, the age of your skin. The camera cut off. I told you, I knew it was going to cut off eventually. But in terms of keeping all of the entirety of your skin clear, get a satin washcloth. This is something that will literally last you forever. Satin is one of those things where it's kind of hard to, because the fabric is so smooth and there's not those like ridges, or how cotton can be, there's ridges or there's things you can pull out. Not with satin. Alright, and then get you some African black soap. There's different types of black soap that you can get, but typically it's authentic when it's brown, and it may look a little bit lumpy as well. And the texture, it's like, not that the texture is inconsistent, but like I'll show you, for example, let me go and get like, this is also authentic African black soap. Alright, I think I got this from a beauty store near where I live, but brown. It is textured, as you can see, but this is authentic African black soap as well. Now, when it comes to moisturization, as you know, I love oils. Oils are really good. And you can add a little glycerine to your oil. Glycerine is a great moisturizer as well. It's in a lot of moisturizers on the market, on the natural market, but I'm a big believer in oils. I love oils as a sealant. They really seal in the moisture. I love using oils on my hair. They're very moisturizing. You can mix, certain oil. You can mix oils, carrier oils with essential oils. I love making my own products as well. So this is just, a simple oil that I use and, that I talked about at the beginning of the video to moisturize. Other moisturizers I really like is, I love natural, you guys. So this is Shea Butter. Alright. This is African Shea Butter. And I guess you could say that my skin routine is very African based products. I'm African, or African American at least, right? But African, period. But yeah, I love Shea Butter. I get these big tubs of Shea Butter that will last me forever, forever, forever. I get these from a beauty supply store. Shea Butter comes in a different variation of shades. I think yellow, I believe is what they say, is that it's the most unrefined, meaning, you know, this is the most like straight from the Shea Butter nut. Straight. I think there's also something about the tree bark in here that makes it look yellow. All natural, either way. Sometimes Shea Butter does come in a white or tannish kind of color as well. Those are refined, meaning they've been through a process of refining them. I kind of like this better because it's more, there's more vitamins, there's more nutrients and stuff like that. And I really like Shea Butter, you guys. You know, this is Shea Butter. Has an interesting look. It has a very earthy smell. And I really actually love using this on my lips as well. This is one of my favorite lip moisturizers. Very good hand moisturizer too. But great as an overall body moisturizer. I do have to say it can be a bit thick. So Shea Butter as a whole body, overall body moisturizer is not necessarily my favorite moisturizer to use during the summer. During the summer, I'm more of like an oil moisturizer kind of person, just a light moisturizer or glycerine even. But Shea Butter is really good all year round if you suffer from dry skin, and it's an all-natural moisturizer. This is literally all I use, you guys. I keep my skin clean. I shower at least once a day. Alright? And I moisturize with either a butter or an oil. I don't combine the two. I don't use the butter and an oil unless my skin is really, really dry, which does happen because I have eczema. But other than that, I really do keep my skin routine really, really simple. So once again, get a good moisturizer. I would recommend having at least some sort of lotion or heavy moisturizer like a Shea Butter or even cocoa butter I really like, along with an oil. Alright, if you want that kind of light moisture, because you look at my hands, the oil is really thick, but my hands don't look super shiny, do they? I don't think they do. But they feel moisturized. So really good, you know, moisturizing oil kind of routine. Have at least a thick moisturizer as well for those days when you need extra moisturization. And then when it comes to your skin cleansing routine, keep it simple. I don't believe in necessarily, unless I'm shaving, I don't believe in toners or witch hazel or alcohol on your skin, unless you really need like a deep clean, which you probably don't need to do that every day. That's going to dry out your skin more, I think. Just a really simple moisturizing routine in terms of the soap you use and the actual washcloth you use, or what you use. I used to use my hands to wash my face, but then I realized it's not effective. Get a good washcloth and separate the washcloth you use on your body and your face, alright? Because the washcloth you use on your body is getting in all them cracks and crevices, and you don't want all that energy, we'll say, going on your face, right? So get a satin washcloth as well, because this is really gentle on your skin. And once again, you can get these. I make these myself. I sew them. I cut the fabric. I make them myself. They're great for lathering. You can get this on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. You can also get this on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com as well. Moisturizers are coming soon, in due time, alright? But this is my skincare routine. This is how I stay young and youthful and supple and pretty in my age of being in my 30s, alright? I know I don't look 30 at all, and I'm very proud and grateful for that. I do accommodate that to my skincare, my very simple skincare routine. The fact that I probably have great genetics and the fact that I also do pay attention to what I eat. I take supplements, I take vitamins, I believe in that too. This is my skincare routine, you guys. Very simple. You can follow it. Let me know how it works for you in the comment section below. Let me know what you are into in terms of your skincare routine. If you want a reading or anything like that, a psychic reading, a birth chart, natal chart reading, if you want to learn about your sun, moon, or rising, if you ever want a mediumship reading, if you ever want to connect to your ancestors, spirit guides, those who have passed on, if you want a past life reading, if you want to learn about your past lives. I did a past life reading last night for a client that went amazingly. I hope I actually need to check on him. Anyways, if you want a reading or anything like that, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Also, if you would be interested in a soap or a satin washcloth, once again, my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you in your own personal reading. Either way, I'll see you soon. God bless.